Good morning, traders. Today is April 20th. The market just closed. It's 1:07 p.m. Pacific time. The summary for today is I'm up $6,306 after commissions. I paid 256 commissions on 20 of my accounts. Again, today was a building day on my evaluation accounts, which I got even some of them basically almost funded at 2,600 profit and 2,400 on the other account, as well as 500 on the third account. And then all of my paid accounts, I got just $40 per account, which is total about like $600 in profits on my funded accounts, which is a pretty good day. I normally trade from 7 to 9 a.m. Pacific time, and the market was pretty slow during that time, so I didn't really have too much opportunity to make more trades, but made a couple of trades and still made about a little more than $600, which is great. I did want to talk a little bit about getting funded. Today, Apex Trader Funding is having the last day on the 90% deal that they have going for all of their accounts. Like I said, yeah, all of these accounts, they start with PA, which stands for performance accounts. These are all funded accounts. And then these, if it starts with Apex, those are still in the evaluation phase. Yeah, I already got funded 15 of my accounts, and then these are very close. So they max out at 20 funded accounts. So I'm getting close to getting 20. I'm sure I'm going to get there within the next few weeks, if not, yeah, maybe a couple weeks, on all of them. And then maybe, yeah, like maybe even tomorrow I'll have one or two more funded accounts, which is great. I also wanted to mention that they are having the final sale today for 90% off. I have a coupon code in the description, so use that coupon code and you'll save 90% off on all of your accounts, which is a crazy good deal because that includes a NinjaTrader license as well as market data, Rithmic market data, which is unheard of. And then, yeah, an example, I got one of my accounts funded recently. It looks something like this. Well, yeah, you get a certificate. This account was 50,000. And then let's see, you get an email that shows you're funded. This is all automated, that you're approved for a performance funded account. You sign a few documents, and within a few minutes, you get a funded account that you could use. So it's all great. It's all automated too. So let's begin going to the main chart, see a little bit of the price action, some of the trades I took. So this is the market opened basically around 41.51, and this is what I was saying. I normally trade from 7 to like about 9 or 10, and this, yeah, market was basically like it didn't go anywhere. Like it was maybe like a few from 54 range to 63, about 10 points of range, which was yeah, like pretty sideways market for me, but still managed to make over $600 on my performance accounts. To sum it up, there was some interesting price action again today. We had the market have some sellers in the morning, then it broke out. I was considering going long because all of these sellers are stuck here with this aggressive 1,600 buyers. And what ended up happening, yeah, it pushed higher. I think I tried to go long here, and it didn't like pull back for me to go long, and then it just drifted higher. And eventually we did see the value being broken with this 2,500 delta. I think that's where I took a short. Let's confirm. I was trading on the micros. So actually, yeah, looks like this is where I shorted at around 8 o'clock. So that was this price right here. Yeah, so basically I saw this selling going off, and then this pullback started going higher, and as it was going into this value area, I decided to start adding shorts. So that was around 58, yeah, 57, 58. Took two contracts. I didn't like what I saw with Nasdaq, so I just locked in the profits, small profits here for about like $26, $27 here per account. And again, yeah, all of these trades that I do on one account, they get duplicated via the Sierra Chart order copier. It's very simple to set up, and every trade that I take, it gets copied on across all of the accounts that I have, which is awesome. And so basically, I took a small short. Yeah, it didn't really go anywhere. Kind of toiled around, and I was basically done for the day. So I kind of missed out most of this craziness that happened after we had a strong rally and then a strong sell-off. I was actually watching this. I was really tempted to short, because I do trade from 10 to 11. So, but when this actually started turning around, it was like 10:51ish, and I wanted to take a short, but I was like, man, it's almost like I'll hold this trade for a few minutes and then it's gonna be 11 o'clock, which could be choppy, whatever. So like I just kind of didn't take this trade, but I was tempted to short here. And if you look, like the delta was just beautiful. Like you had no buyers whatsoever this whole drop until here, which we found some support. So potentially could have rode this whole rally, the sell-off down. And then yeah, we saw some buyers, aggressive buyers here, but not enough. Well, this is a good amount of buyers, but I don't like trading against a strong move like this. And then eventually just sold off, hit the first initial balance of the opening initial balance extension. So it's basically taking the percentage, 50% of this opening range, and this is the 100% and so on. And then yeah, tested it, and then that's where I actually found support, and then started going higher. So yeah, definitely a exciting day for the markets. Unfortunately, I didn't make too much on this type of trading. Nasdaq basically, yeah. So same thing, went up the first hour and a half. Sideways markets for the first 2 hours. We did see almost like a fake out here. We had a value building kind of on similar to ES, broke down lower, which kind of broke out of this range down, retested here. This is where I made a video short, a YouTube short, where I saw a lot of sellers stepping in. This is actually where I did a short on NQ when I saw a lot of the sellers here that stepped in. And I took a quick MES scalp there. Let me pull that up real quick. This is a 1 minute MNQ. Yeah, so basically I saw this market rallying. I saw sellers stepping in here. Took a small short for I think the remaining like almost $20 or something. Locked it in because it was getting close to 9 o'clock. I was considering reshorting, but like I said, it was already getting into 9 o'clock, so I didn't want to lock it in. I didn't want to take this trade. And then yeah, it sold off significantly after hitting that all of these sellers, and then started rallying again. And then we had this crazy sell-off that happened towards the end of the day. And yeah, Nasdaq didn't actually hit the extended of the initial balance, which was a little bit surprising. I thought it would with the strong sell-off, but it looks like since ES hit it, ES kind of held Nasdaq potentially. And then yeah, this is what's happening off hours. Seeing a lot of selling going on. I also did want to cover some of the scenarios that I took on the evaluation, the $2,000 profits on some of my accounts. Here, I'll show you. Let me turn on order fills. So here's one of the accounts. So the logic here, what I was doing is we had the market obviously rallying. I did kind of chase the top here. And basically, I saw significant selling right here. We had 868 negative delta here, and but when I actually shorted this number, it was actually like about 1500 negative delta, but then it went against me a little bit and closed at negative 800. So it went against me. Then it started falling, and I like it to me. It looked like this trading against the trend, which I was just like, okay, whatever. I'll lock in some of this profit. And this, yeah, it got out way too soon. This thing just sold off aggressively. And then I ended up chasing this a little bit, reshorting at 41.58, and then locking in finally the profits at 41.54. I kind of caught this whole move down, which is nice. But then I think I took the other trades. Let me see. Switch my accounts. Oh yeah, so it was also around this area. So it looks like I shorted. Doesn't really show exactly on this bar, but it was 60.50. So it was right here. Basically, I shorted. Also, I saw this was an interesting short. I definitely the delta was weird as it pushed higher. There was like sometimes I see on order flow. There's like almost like in like a split second. There's like 700 negative sellers that just step in, and this thing just like jumped down, pulled back, and I just shorted real quick. It was definitely against my strategy. That's why I didn't really do it on MES. When I say against my strategy, against like the volume profile, which I usually like to trade with the volume profile as it's going up. But sometimes I do take trades like this when I see the order flow supporting that decision. So I shorted and then yeah, caught like almost exactly to the tick here, kind of into these previous highs of the 6 o'clock hour. And then yeah, caught that was a good little short there, and then I reshorted at 59.25 and then just locked in finally for a scalp of 41.58. That was about yeah $2,000 something dollars on this account, which is pretty crazy for such small moves. And then finally the $500 account was actually again around the 10 o'clock hour. I shorted at 41.69.75 and then locked in at 41.68.50. So it was also a scalp here. I just saw some sellers. I just took a short here. I didn't like shorting against this whole move. That's why I took the profit really fast. What's interesting is this 2 orders didn't actually get filled. So I got filled 8 contracts, and then I locked in those 8 contracts. And then when the price moved up, I didn't realize those 2 orders were still pending. So it filled me, and then and I saw them get filled. So I just right away got out for break even. That's why this little confusion there. But yeah, definitely had I guess the right idea on shorting here. There was yeah, it was at the first extension of the opening range. Obviously try to break out of it, and then I think Nasdaq was in a similar picture. So for me, it was like a decent area to start looking for a short, but definitely missed all of this load right here, unfortunately. One thing I did want to also mention, so this is daily. Basically, I'm looking at the difference between buyers and sellers, and I've been seeing basically since almost all of April, it was almost like negative delta, which is more the difference between buyers and sellers, like 28,000, 2,000, 10,000, 17,000, 23,000. And it's been, yeah, just even though it's been drifting up, it's been on this weakness, and which for me kind of gives a little bit of an insight of what the market is doing. It's almost like leaning a little bit more towards the selling off potentially. But you can't do blindly like sell off here because it could still go off, but you could kind of get a sense of what the market, like almost market is indecisive, and then you could kind of see with these wicks, it's like it just can't decide. It's either trying to go down, recovers, trying to go down, recovers, or go up, sells off. So just something I keep an eye out. I do look at the weekly volume profile and the monthly volume profile. So we've been kind of in this weekly range for the last 3 weeks. It's just been slowly drifting up, but definitely finding support against these high volume nodes. And like for example, yesterday tested it, recovered today, like almost broke through it right here to this area, and then started going up. And yeah, it's a little bit unclear. It is tomorrow's Friday, so it looks like it's breaking out of this area. So might see some weakness if it tries to go higher, and then we might see some resistance there. So something I keep an eye out. Yeah, something I could potentially make videos what exactly I look at here, but it's too much to cover in one video. Yeah, if you like this type of content, feel free to like and subscribe. I do these types of videos daily, just go over some of my trades, and I would love to have you. Just recently started making these videos, just sharing my over 7 years of experience in the markets. I've been profitable for many years now, and definitely just had some free time now to make more of these types of videos. So thank you for watching, and have a good rest of your day.